Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I did some repainting today on one of the heads of the Trick or Treat Studios Halloween 2 Michael Myers figures, so I'll show you that now. Hope you enjoyed the video. Drop a like on it, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram at DeanKnight333. Alright, so here is the one I repainted, and I've got the other head here, the stock head sculpt that has not been repainted, although I probably will. I was hesitating repainting this one because I didn't want to paint over the blood tears they've done. I think the blood effect is really good, so I'm worried if I can get that same exact tone of red and the shine that it has if I fully repaint this head, which I probably will do, but I'm holding off on doing that for now, just because of the blood tears and how well executed that's been done by the folks at Trick or Treat Studios. So just to make it clear, this is the Trick or Treat Studios head sculpt, but these are not the coveralls that come with the figure. These are custom coveralls by Yunsil, and they're very expensive and incredibly movie accurate. I weathered them again today, did some more work on those, and also this hand that comes with the Trick or Treat Studios figure that's holding the scalpel and it's glued in place and attached, so it's non-removable really, but I did remove it. I got it out of the hand and then I resprayed the scalpel here with a nice chrome effect spray to make it a bit more shiny looking, and then I put it back in the right kind of position, like he's holding it correctly now. It's kind of on its side when he's holding it, you know, the stock figure, so that has been corrected. But yeah, we're going to concentrate mainly on the head sculpt here that I've repainted. Also dry brushed the hair to make the hair lighter, give it a bit more of an auburn kind of tone, and spent a good while weathering, dirtying up the mask. But it's an absolutely incredible sculpt. And all together, you know, with the bullet holes and the blood, it's really a very accurate looking piece now. I've got the box for the Trick or Treat Studios figure in a very similar pose behind him. And you notice the collar area, how that looks in the movie. And then we come over to this one. It's pretty much identical. I've just come into the garage because the lighting is completely different in here, and you can get a better idea of the difference between the stock head that's over here, which definitely has more of a greyish tone to it, and then the one I've repainted, that more kind of off-white, yellowish, heavily weathered look with the lighter hair. Also the hair, notice the difference in the colour. I'll get him on the rotating base in a minute, but I just want to zoom in and just show you some of the paintwork on it now. I've shown you guys before what kind of paint I use, and it's called Revel paints. They come in little square blue tubs, and that's all you need to look for, folks. I do get the question a lot, but I always mention it in these kinds of videos. So it's called Revel, and little blue square tubs. and I just used, you know, a combination of white and kind of sand tones and brown and black for the weathering and all kinds of stuff really. But those are the kind of paints I find the best for this kind of work, because you don't get the brush strokes. You can't tell that it's been repainted. It has a really nice finish and it dries nice and quick, and it's very easy to work with. So that's what I've been using. I also used a combination of some oil-based paints as well, to be honest, for certain things. Like when I wanted to discolor the mask, I painted it just a straight up white at first. Then I figured I'd just do washes and weather it and get it that kind of off-white yellowish tone that it had from all the cigarette smoke under the bed all those years before they started filming. But it looks amazing from the side profile as well. But it just looks really movie accurate to me anyway, but you can let me know what you think. I do kind of prefer sculpted hair when it comes to the Michael Myers figures. I just like not having to worry about that. I mean, it's sculpted perfectly. It's got the little horns sticking out and everything. So I just prefer not having to worry about, you know, the actual real hair and trying to get the horns looking right. It's a pain in the butt. I mean, if you get it done, it looks incredible and very real. I think this looks very real as well. You know, in most 1/6 scale male figures with hair is usually sculpted anyway, so there's nothing wrong with that. Alright, rotating base action. We can see it as it comes around now, and just check out all the angles. And notice the lighter hair as well. It was much darker before, but I just dry brushed that more kind of orangey tone. Just dry brush it over the surface. It creates a nice amount of depth. I'll try and get you to see some of the weathering I've done here. It's hard to pick it up in this particular setup, lighting wise, because I've got my LED lamps. I might take it into the garage because there's just a big strip light on the ceiling and it's very bright and it should pick up the details of it. But you can see the weathering though, you can see quite a bit. I've definitely done some more, dirtied them up quite a bit. They're such incredible coveralls. Remember, he fell off the balcony in the end of the first movie, so I figured he'd have a fair amount of dirt on his back and his butt, those areas. So you got a lot of weathering going on. See it around the edges, around the waistline there, on his back. Yeah, you can make it out. Definitely around the collar as well, and all around the edges, and the shirt underneath as well. I weathered that too. Haven't done anything to the boots. I was going to paint the laces and then I didn't, which I still probably will do at some point. Get them to stand out a bit more. Great proportions though. Again, I'm terrible with which bodies I'm using for stuff. I just look in my collection and try and find something that works. So I couldn't tell you exactly what body this is. It may be the one that came with it, or more than likely it's not. Like, that's helpful. You're on your own on that one, folks, when it comes to the body. Honestly, I have no idea what I've used here, but it does work very well. I can't even remember if it has a double bend in the elbow. That will be a giveaway, because the Tots body does have a double bend in the elbow. So let me find out if this one has. Alright, so no, this body does not have a double bend in the elbow like the stock body does have. So I can't tell you what the hell body this is. It's just something I had, and you know, proportion wise it worked really well with the coveralls. So that's, you know, just what I ended up doing. I just used the body that I had. And you know, in my drawer here there's a bunch of drawers in the desk here, and they're full of heads and bodies and clothes and hands and accessories. So I just found one that worked good, you know, with the proportions of the mask and stuff, because Dick Warlock, when he wore the mask, obviously it was a more kind of full look, a lot more rounded. And so I think this works really well. But this was definitely worth doing, this little mod here with the scalpel. Because like I said, when you first get it, the scalpel is stuck in the hand there, which is great. I like that because you won't lose it. But it was kind of flat on its side, which, if I could just reach over it. Oh, ready to go, come back. Originally it was kind of like that, like on its side, which might actually be okay if he's doing the swipe, the kind of swiping pose when he was blind. Now, I did also repaint the hammer. I resprayed the actual business end with a chrome finish and then weathered it quite a lot. Did quite a few washes. Just wanted it to look kind of nasty and used. But yes, I did repaint the hammer. It's quite a brutal weapon. And here it is from the other side. It's just giving it a bit more of a realistic look. I mean, it's obviously a lot more dirty now than it was when it was just the stock paint, but that's just preference really. I just wanted it to look a bit more nasty. That hand, the veins, amazing sculpts by Tots on the hands. It looks good holding on to the Trick or Treat Studios syringe. That's really nicely done. Be careful with that though, folks. from previous experience with other companies, 1/6 scale syringe needles tend to break, so be very, very careful. It looks good holding on to it. I'll just give you a little peek at that L-Rod knife. That's a real metal and wood knife by Shadow Fergo on Instagram. It's got the proper serrated edge, very sharp, beautiful work. Alright, you know how we do it. It's time to choke a bitch tonight. Yeah, it's October 31st, and I need me to choke a bitch. Yeah, going out there choking many bitches. Alright, it's time to choke a bitch tonight. October 31st, need me choke a bitch. Going out there, gonna find me a bitch joke with these damn hands of mine. Gonna put them. I need me to choke a bitch. Those strong hands, put them around your throat. Strangle the life out of you. Put you in the big sleep. Forever rest. The long blink. Alright folks, well that's pretty much it. I just wanted to show you the repainted head and the newly, extra weathered coveralls. It's all turned out fantastic, and I feel I've got a really good representation of the Dick Warlock Myers here now. I mean, I did before, just when I had these coveralls and I put the Tots head on those, but now that the head has been completely repainted and the hair is a lighter, more auburn tone, and you got all that nasty weathering on there, I feel pretty damn confident that I got a perfect 81 here. Absolutely fine specimen. So let me know what you think in the comments. I hope you're all doing well. Drop a like on the video, that's important. It will help more people find this video and the channel. So hit that like button. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't done already. And make sure you follow me on Instagram at DeanKnight333. There's plenty of mischief going on over there. So, I'll see you soon folks. Take it easy. Bye bye.